ONS revealed public sector net borrowing increased to £6.9 billion in June compared with same month last year. Click to share on WhatsApp, opens in new window. Click to share on Facebook, opens in new window. Click to share on Twitter, opens in new window. The black hole in the nation's finances deepened by £2 billion last month, leaving a debt of £65,000 for every household in Britain. The Office for National Statistics unexpectedly revealed public sector net borrowing increased to £6.9 billion in June compared with the same month last year. But experts were only predicting an increase of £4.8 billion, further denting the government's plans to try and balance the budget. With the deficit still expected to be a whopping £58.3 billion this year, Britain's mountain of debt has climbed by £128.5 billion to £1.75 trillion. Today worried Treasury officials said our national debt, at £65,000 for every household, is still too high and leaves us vulnerable to any future shocks. And the distressing figures will heap further pressure on Theresa May and Philip Hammond not to lift the government's belt-tightening austerity policies. The PM has vowed to deliver a balanced budget by the middle of the next decade, knocking back the Chancellor's previous target of putting the public finances back in the black by 2020. Mr. Hammond faces an increasingly tough challenge to drive down the deficit, as consumer spending is squeezed by high inflation and sluggish wage growth, threatening to drag on the government's tax income. The latest update on the budget deficit comes just a week after the Office for Budget Responsibility, Britain's fiscal referee, flagged the potential threats to the public finances in its first fiscal risks report, putting the public finances through the same stress tests faced by banks. The watchdog said the government's fiscal targets would be missed by a large margin. Labour's Shadow Chancellor John McDonnell said, "These figures reveal the continued failure of Philip Hammond and the Conservatives. 7 years of Tory cuts have left our economy weaker, with falling wages, yet the deficit has not been eliminated 2 years after they claimed it would be, and the national debt continues to rise." But number 11 claimed, "We have a credible fiscal plan to get debt falling and deliver the sound public finances needed for a stronger economy and higher living standards."